Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. We're getting there, just not there yet. There's something that I have to share, but I'm not there yet. I am not there yet. However, I am hot. I am hot. I'm not quite in my birthday suit, but I'm one item away from the birthday suit. I am not in my birthday suit yet, but I am one item away from my birthday suit. And I'm talking about I got socks on. So either you use your imagination or don't. This is a family program and a family show. And noobs that just heard that, I'm sorry. You came here by mistake. You came here on a whim. You came here because you want the new and something different. Well, there you go. If this is a mistake, well, how else you going to learn? If you came here, you want something different, it can't get no different than that. And for all of the above or anything else, how about you just fill in the blank? You fill in the blanks and stay to the end like Chucky. And I'm not talking cheese here. I'm not talking cheese. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way because we have a special, unique bond. We don't know what to call it. One day, 1 century, we will figure it out. We will know what to call it. Then we'll say that's what we called it all the time. But in addition to all that, we know that sharing is caring. We also know that you shouldn't share everything. And we also don't judge. No judge zone. We just make observations. We just make observations. We don't judge. We do not judge here. Just observations. And one of the observations that I come across more often than not, it seems like every generation has their problem child. Every generation has the ones that get the entire generation labeled, right? I can't speak for the boomers. I just don't know. It's an IDK situation. But Generation X or degenerates or the ones who changed everything for good or for bad. Multiple options here. Multiple options, multiple choice. I'm just the narrator. You pick, you choose. Not a true or false. And definitely, it's not going to be a fill in the blank for that. Binary choice. Make it easy. Make it simple. Millennials, they got blamed or get blamed for everything. Everything. The generation after the millennials, what are they called? What's this? X, Y, Z, Z. Now, let's go to Z. Let's go to Z. Z, Z. Those. I feel like I should stand up for them. And it's not necessarily because they're my kids. No. They're not my kids. They are not. I stood up for the millennials. So I'm going to stand up for them too. I'm going to stand up for the little guy because that's what I do. And that's what certain generations do. They stand up for the little guy. They don't create chaos purposely, and they don't cause division. That's one of the tools. Divide and conquer. And so I stand up for the little guy. How I got to that point, it's a long story. You catch me offline. Just make sure you're referring back to this. Let me know if you're coming from the past. The future is definitely can't be the present, because the present is now and no one's mentioning or saying a word. I see your hand in the back. Just go ahead and put it down and ride this one out. Go ahead and put it down and let me land this plane. Go ahead and put me down and just relax. Just relax. I feel as though I have to, when I'm not off in a corner, when I'm not pondering, when I'm not up late at night with the things that keep me up late at night, I am doing a lot of defending. And I defend and I look out for the little guy, the little person, whoever needs defending. But I'm not Superman and I'm not Captain Save. I'm not Superman and I'm not Captain Save. It's got to be a legitimate reason. There's got to be a special purpose. There's got to be pushback to balance it out. And it's not pushback for the sake of pushback. I don't rock with contrarians. I know them. Some of them may be cool, but for the most part, they're contrarians. They do what they do. I understand what they do. From a distance, I observe. When I'm actively involved, I push back. I engage when needed be. I engage when needed be. For the most part, I push back, and I'm just gonna let that. I'm just gonna let that lie. I'm just gonna let that lay and not bother contrarians, because I need to land this. I need to land this. And when I started reading, and I don't get me wrong, I read all the time, but I'm talking about when I'm starting to read and certain in particular arguments keep coming up with a certain group, it caused me to pause. Yeah, it's good jokey joke, it's good witty banner, it's good sarcastically speaking, but when it gets to the point where it's bullying, that's why I draw the line. That's why I say, hey, we don't bully here. I don't bully here, and I'm not going to accept bullies. I am going to punch a bully back in the face. I am going to go all in on a bully, even if I have to bomb first. One of my greatest mentors of all time told me to bomb first. So I'm going to bomb first on these bullies. And I bomb first on the bullies when they're bullying. And I'm not judging bullies. You're a bully. You do what you do. I'm just going to do what I do too when it comes to balancing the universe. And I'm not saving anybody. It's not for entertainment purposes either. It's, how can I put this without making it some holier than thou kind of argument? It feels right. And I do what feels right and what feels good to me, and intuition don't let me down. I'm not going to think it out. I'm not going to use my brain and wonder and ponder and put together all sorts of equations and come up with multiple solutions. I'm just going to go on gut feeling when it comes to that. And gut feeling tell me I need to bomb first sometime. And bombing first. And bombing back. And bombing in the name of Generation Z is what I feel that I need to do. Is what I feel that I need to do. Seriously. I get the jokes. The jokes are funny. The jokes are accurate. But the bullying, really? Do we need to take it to that level? They're kids. They're young. And you can't say that when you was a kid or when you was young, you didn't have other generations saying something similar, but not in the same words to you. So that's what you learned. And that's some learned behavior that you just utilizing to make you feel better about yourself. IDK. And this is a no judge zone. This is a no judge zone. I understand, I get when people roll their eyes about some of the things that Generation Z does or do. It's like, oh yeah, them again. Oh yeah, them again. But they do things that make them feel good, and that's not necessarily making anybody else feel bad. It's just that when they do things, they get so much attention. When they do things, people are looking at them. When they do things, they're not reinventing the wheel, even though they're saying they're reinventing the wheel. The best thing you can do is ignore that. If it makes you feel some kind of way, if it gets you all in your feelings, if it make you feel like them again, what? You can just easily ignore. If there's something on the telly that I don't want to watch, I don't turn to that channel. That doesn't mean that that station isn't playing. That doesn't mean that that TV channel doesn't exist. It exists. The programming's still there. Whatever I don't like, it's still there. It still exists in the ether, but I'm not letting it affect me. So I can have some kind of reaction to try to impose a different outcome to affect that. I mean, that's some meta kind of stuff, but come on, follow me. I'm landing this plane here, and it's not 1 + 1 here. It's not 1 + 1. If you don't like what a lot of that generation does and doing, and if you can easily just ignore, if you can easily just not really pay attention, if you can easily just go about your day freely without it being impeded, without it being bothered in any sort of way, why don't you just do that? There's many channels on the radio station that you can listen to. And if you don't like what one's saying, you can go to another. There's many things on the TV, on the telly, that you can watch. And if you don't like one station or what they're about or what they do, you can go to another. That's the whole point of having the choice to do something. And I know it works both ways. There's a balance. I get it. Yeah, I do. I do get it. There's a balance. You have full control whether or not you want that in your life or not. They are going to exist. You imposing your will or trying to censor or trying to wait a minute, there's another C word. No, not that C word. This is a family show. This is a family program. I'm talking about control. Do you really want to control them to do what you deem is proper, what you deem is necessary, what you deem is right? At some point, didn't you have the same body, the same generation, or a generation wishing and wanting to impose control over you because they felt that you did things that wasn't good, that wasn't proper, that wasn't the manner of people should operate? But aren't you just continuing the cycle? Aren't you just continuing the cycle of something that you experience? Hurt people. Hurt people. Look deep inside. Look deep inside your being. Remember those times where this was opposed and this was on you? Do you really want to continue that path? Do you really want to continue that? Do you really want generation after generation to do and be in the same cycle? Or do you want to be the one who breaks the cycle? Do you want to be the one who bombed first back with me, attempting to break the cycle for some balance and for some reasonability? Or do you want to be the one who contribute to repetition, who want to contribute to forcing and wanting everybody to be robots. Because I have no problems with the jokey jokes. The jokey jokes are funny. Generation Z, the look at me generation, ha ha, funny. He, don't get it. Ha ha, funny. He, don't get it. Because yeah, they do a lot of things that say, look at me, look at us, look. We invented, we did, we've done. But if you really want to get to the nuts and bolts of it, how are they really operating, or how things are really working out for them from previous generations? Whereas you can factor in inflation, you can factor in all sorts of economical, not necessarily strategies, but economical platforms, and compare and contrast. And if they are finding some kind of happiness, and they are feeling good in some kind of way by having less opportunities than previous generations, less chances than previous generations, or less whatever, because I'm not going to go down the long list. I'm just going to say, do your research. Do your own research. Since we got a lot of people that like to do research and like the work and stuff, do your own research. And you get back to me. I'll be waiting. Just let me know about the conversation coming from the past or coming from the future. Because I can have it all day, every day. And it's not because I'm Captain Save. No, it's not because I'm a superhero, Superman. It's because through my observation, I just don't like, I don't like you. I see a lot of baddie stuff. And my mentor always told me the bomb first. And it just feels right. It just feels right. How you just gonna, well, I guess you can. I guess you can. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website at Xtra VDGsports.com. Xtra VDGsports.com. There's a YouTube. There is a YouTube, Xtra VDG, Xtra VDG. Everything will be there. Everything is getting there. Almost. Then there's the other, if you like sports, if you like the sportsy stuff. And that's VDGsports.com. And there's also VDG Sports on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must, comment if you may. And noob that's still here, hopefully you're not bullying the Zeds. But if you are, I'm just going to leave it at that. Regs, you know what time it is. I might give you a little taste because I am hot. And you know when I get hot, I'm feeling some kind of way. Peace out.